Hello, YouTubers. It's Travis, and welcome back to the History of Draft Eldrain Edition. You can probably tell from the length of the video that I solved my losing streak and am good to go now. We won the whole thing. You may be wondering why there wasn't a core set one from last week. Unfortunately, we did the core set draft. It was great. I actually made it to round 2 and lost to the Mana Leak. If you go to the game mechanic or the Mana Leak, you can see the drafts. And like I said, on John's, the Mana Leaks, you'll be able to see my deck. The problem was I forgot to unpause the recording on OBS when I came back from the bathroom. And then I figured, well, no big deal. I'll just pull it off of the Twitch VOD and deleted the recording I had started. And then I came back and, well, for some reason, that is the only one of my VODs that particular day that is not saved. I've checked it for the past week, but it's just not accessible, which is really sad. I don't know why that one is just the one that you can't watch, but that's kind of where it is right now. So it looks like the core set draft will not be included in my content. But again, if you go find the Game Mechanics Twitch stream or the Mana Leaks Twitch stream, you can see the core set draft there. And on the Mana Leaks, you will see my deck. Anyway, let's go to Eldrain, which was a terrible set. I hope you enjoyed today's draft. Welcome to Eldrain. Oathsworn Knight, I actually remember. This is the one that like got smaller every time somebody killed it, right? Or dealt damage to it. Yeah. And it just constantly attacks in. I don't remember Sir Alan. Okay, so it's a 5-mana 4/4 first strike. When it attacks, everything else gets +1/+1. That seems okay. I remember Bake into a Pie being very good. I remember the Tactician being quite good. I won some games with the Tactician. But I think I'm pretty happy starting with Bake into a Pie and seeing where we go. Like, I don't think I like that rare. Like, it looks like it would eat 2 things, but what it actually means is it'll probably trade for 2 bad things on your opponent's board and then just kill itself. So, no, I think if they can read the card, they'll not do that. Like, you can just kind of think how that would play out. And if they do, who cares? I need to see if black's open this way. What? This thing looks busted. Is this not really good? Okay, my adversary looks pretty good too, but this thing looks great. Just pick non-humans, win the game. If we were going back in time and drafting on Arena, we would take the Secret Keeper here, obviously. But I can take this and see where we go. It's possible we could be green-black and splash it or something. It's possible we play Bake and not Grumgully, or Grumgully and not Bake. Sometimes the Gruul life chooses you. I mean, Rampart Smasher has some thoughts. I think I kind of like specking on this. Yeah, this could be quite nice. I'm probably interested in Merchant of the Veil, huh? Shine Chaser's interesting too. Witch Stalker looks good. Yeah, I kind of want both of these. I imagine Witch Stalker's a little better. Witch Stalker has to be a little better, right? We're probably not doing pie things. Which is a little sad, but it'll be okay. Yeah, let's take a Witch Stalker. I think I like this. It seems like, I think I'm going to try to do Gruul things. Slash just green things. We'll see. Argent is +2/+2 on attacks. Thrill is cycling, which I liked. But I kind of just want to grab me a 3/1 here and solidify ourselves in green. Yeah, let's get us a nice little 3/1. Yeah, anybody can join in these, Hippie. I do one every week, and you can sign up through my Discord. !Discord will get you in if you want to play. And we're just going through every draft on MTG Arena. So Theros Beyond Death is next week, which I've never played. Let's do attacking non-human creatures you control, get +1/+0 and trample. Let's kind of try to cheese a win. I remember these lands being okay too. I don't remember them being busted. Welcome back, Orcish. I kind of remember Witching Well being quite nice. I don't really want to force this, but I do want to play the Smasher. I'm going to take the Mine. That might be a little early. Because I kind of feel like I'm getting cut and blue-green is actually what's open. Yeah, I remember playing with So Tiny some. Remember the Crystal Slipper not being very good. I'm going to continue to cut red. Like, I can play that. It's not great, but I can play it. I think these two are enough to kind of settle me in. And, like, not knowing the format incredibly well, I don't want to try to speculate on stuff or do something complicated. People have told me to stick to 2 colors and have reasons to get into those colors. I'm down with that. There's my cheese spell. We've also got 6 mana 5/5 Scry 2. Not great. It's a 1/3. Doesn't seem very good either. I guess we're going to try Ferocity. Roving Keep. Don't think we want to keep that. There's some world where I take this and see if black just super opens up. And then we try to splash the Grum Gully, but I'm just going to take the Curious Pair and keep this simple. That gives us a food token, which, like, we have something. Well, we don't really have anything that interacts with it, but they're not bad to have. This is the first time I've drafted it outside of bots, TB. So it doesn't seem terrible so far. Don't know that I need gingerbread cabin, but these seem okay. It's playable. This should probably be fine too, but could use some interaction. Hey, another 2-drop. Doesn't really go with like what our thing's trying to do, but so far we're playing a lot of non-humans with Drum Gully, which I dig. And I seem to remember there being some okay card draw in red. Sure. It's another option for our combat tricks, which we're going to play some of. It's more of a rummager than card draw. But yeah, we did pass one, but it's a common, right? Or is it uncommon? I probably prioritize that wrong if it's uncommon. Sorcerer. I sort of remember this one. This one pings people, right? Okay, so I can tap it and get card draw. This is exactly what we were looking for. I don't think we want Castle Gary, right? Tapped. I can spend 5 mana to get 6 mana? Okay, sure. That's a really complicated way to make a land that sometimes taps for 2 mana by the time you don't need it. So this is a way to potentially close out a game, plus a way to like get some pseudo card draw, which I dig. Joust. Target creature you control and target creature you don't control. The creature you control gets a bonus if it's a knight. Okay, so this is 2 mana fight. Sir Farron the Hergerberger is a 2 mana 2/2. When it attacks, another target attacking creature gets +X/+X where it's its power. That's not bad. Like, we're not going to have a lot of knights, but I do have 2 already. I mean, if we're going to have literally any interaction, I should take that. And these 2 fight well. Yeah, I think I like Sir Farron the Hergerberger a lot, but I don't have any interaction, and we're in, like, starting pack 2. Like, I realize this isn't a great fight spell. It's just, this is like bad Prey Upon. But I would play bad Prey Upon right now. I'd like to have a way to remove a thing. Scorching Durganfur. It's pretty neat. I'm also down for Ogre Errant, but okay. Now we can kill everything. I really tried when this was out to continue doing Magic for a while. I was doing the casting for the Fandom Legends tournaments at the time. But it was after those fell through, I got really disillusioned and had to step away from Magic for a while. We could already do stuff with the Hergerberger, just with Grumgully. Like, you don't need a ton of combos. You just need some. I like that Carver. That's a neat little combat trick on a body. There's also Thrill of Possibility. Bognaughty, I think, could have been good if we tried to go into the green-black route. But I like the idea of a combat trick that turns into another character. Like, that's just solid card advantage. It's certainly better than the Thrill. And the casting cost isn't asking that much. It's asking you to remember to lead Forest, which I'll probably forget, but I don't have to worry about it because we passed him. Have a good one, Brad. Thanks for stopping by, bud. I imagine after this, we'll go back and storybook some more and check out the new patch there. Okay, Adversary looks very nice. So does Merchant of the Veil. But let's take the uncommon. Not going to see more uncommons. Might see more commons. Probably don't need all of these tricks. Like, consider cutting Ferocity of the Wilds for starters. I'm not really adventuring enough to get innkeeping, but I'm sure this is fine too. Yeah, that's got to be just fine. Interestingly, would have played well with Sir Herpaderp. But I can't imagine really any of the adventure cards are bad. They're just coming together. Probably need a couple more 2s and 3s if we see them. Wolverine gives me another 2. It's not an exciting 2. But it's a 2. I want at least 4 2-drops. I feel like I don't have much of a shot if I don't have at least 4. If I needed another one to bring in, we can bring in the dummy. Oh, that's Sir Kara. Okay. I couldn't quite read it with the little tags. Buttered Cow. Inquisitive Puppet. God, these are all really bad. That's a hell of a pack, eh? I guess we'll take a green card and not play it. What do you mean we don't have a way to activate the Wolverine? We got combat tricks. Oh, when you draw your second card. I thought it was when you play your second spell. Fair enough, it may be. Or we could play this and have a way to activate it. So yeah, good call, Dom. I think it would be if I wasn't going to play this Thrill of Possibility. But I think I'm going to play this Thrill of Possibility. So now all of a sudden it got better.
Hi Travis and chat. Hope everyone's well. Slow work period, so I got to drop in for a bit.
Thank you very much, Generic. Y'all spam some cats for Generic. Glad to have you here, my friend. Thank you very much. I'm gonna take this for the size board. I don't think we need it, but I'm pretty comfortable with our 2 drops now. Play that if we need to. Doesn't seem that bad. I do really need to buckle down on some 3s, though. Yeah, that seems late. I think blue-green may have been what I was supposed to be doing. If somebody's deck is way better than mine, or I just need a Hail Mary, I may bring in the Flang. Hodor. I remember Hodor being pretty good too. I guess this was Magic Storybook Brawl set. Is this even good? The Borderland Minotaur with flying. And I get to yoink one of their humans or artifacts until it dies. Like, I know Conrad's good, but we're pretty far from that. We're just going to pass that right along. I think this looks good to me. All right, pass me. Are there not many 3-drops? Is that the issue? One of the feel bad rares? How is that feel bad rare? Or 3 flyer? A Borderland Minotaur with flying is the best rare I've ever heard of. Like, you gotta appreciate who you're talking to. Okay, now I can finally take a Merchant of the Veil. Oh, I do remember doing silly things with Revenge of Ravens. Incredibly silly things, but we do need some merchants, so let's get some merchants. Wub. Yeah, it's a house for 5 mana. I've got a couple of 5s. I don't have anything else to do in 3. I think we obviously take another one of these. That just seems good. I'm just concerned about my lack of 3s. That's all. Like, we're likely going to play the Jousting Dummy, too. Righto. There's a 4. Kind of worse than my other 4s. I don't particularly want that. I'm a little short playables here. I got some stuff I could play if I want to, though. So I think I want to take the Flyer Hate card here. I don't know exactly how good Flyers were in the set, but generally speaking, when I'm playing green, I like having whatever the Plummet variant is in my sideboard. Wouldn't mind picking up a Naturalize effect, too, if we see one. I think we've got most of the bases covered. We're kind of looking for upgrades to a few cards I don't want to play right now. And if we don't find the upgrades, we'll just play them. Can't really fit that in, eh? I could play another Joust. That would leave us 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12 creatures. So I take this Joust, and then we either upgrade the kind of questionable creatures I have or don't. Blue continues to look good. Yeah, it feels kind of weird that we're not playing that many knights. We have a couple. But, like, I don't think the Rider can actually kill anything, right? I can kill a 1-drop? I don't want to kill 1-drops. There's the Return to Nature I wanted. Let's grab that. Snapper's not insane for us to consider playing here too, but there's only 2 things that trigger it currently. And I'm hopeful that we're not running 3 Little Pigs, as much as I like 3 Little Pigs. Skullknocker Ogre. Deals combat damage to an opponent. They discard a card at random and draw a card. Turn into a pumpkin for red cap riders. I think I just want the 3-drop, honestly. Like I've mentioned a couple times, we don't have enough 3s. Let's just get them. Could have been a Goblin Knight. That would have been better. But here we are. So we're 2 playable short. That probably means we play the dummy and then profit, unless we wheel something decent. Which I'm not really anticipating, but that's fine. Don't actually need any of this. Cauldron doesn't look embarrassing. I'm going to take that just in case we want to side it in. I don't need another Wolverine, because again, I can just play the Jousting dummy, and with 2 of the Jousts, it may even be better. It's not actually killing anything. I guess I can kill Gingerbread Men if we need to. Second Return to Nature. I doubt we need 2 of them, but if we do, we'll have them. I think we probably just say these are the last 2 cards we're playing and call it a tag. Would give us black mana if we wanted to splash our Eye Collector. Sure. Another Gingerbread Cabin seems okay. But I wonder how many of these you're supposed to play. I'm guessing I don't mind the threat of a potential tap land to get a little bit of value later. Seems all right to me. I don't think I want that many of them. Did we have an answer to that by the end of it? Were they just obviously better than every forest in your deck? I mean, they kind of are, right? Yeah, I probably want to just play them. I don't see why you wouldn't. It's like putting something on my land that does something. I like that. Right, here we are for round one. Let's see what we can do. Probably lose to that, I guess is what we can do. I do remember just straight up losing to that every time I saw it in draft. I guess we have the option. It's not a bad option. Merchant kind of combos with this too, which is neat. I didn't even know I did it. Huh. That's awkward. Yeah, I'm going to need something a little better than this getting a bonus. None of this is good enough. And I don't like it. Gotta say, so far, this has been really fun. It's not quite worth it, but they're going to bounce something anyway. So I may as well put them in a position where they're bouncing a card I can rebuy the adventure from, or a two drop. This is the kind of card I was talking about yesterday, and some this morning with Kamigawa Neon Dynasty, where some of the modern set designs have been less about you outplaying your opponent and more about you trying to do the thing that your deck does before their deck does the thing that it does. Well, it's still just, hey, here's the thing you can't interact with. No, okay. Guess I'll lose. Like we're taking 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 in the air. Like this game's over. We did get a pair of naturalizes, which I may actually want both, and the Fell the Pheasant, because the combat tricks are quite bad here. I don't even particularly want the Joust. Because basically, if I can interact with that enchantment, the deck probably doesn't do anything. It's just a bunch of, card draw. Yeah, sure, but I can't trim my X ones. There's too many of them, so I can't really do anything about that. I can play a Cauldron to snipe something reasonable over a Joust, which was a little bit questionable anyway. They're not always going to have the fairies on turn 2 either, right? I don't think I really need the Curious Pair either, but maybe I just cut this other Wolverine and run this. I could see this being okay. All right. Yeah, if I can get ahead and then they're scrambling to block with their 1/1s, it does something. Otherwise, not terribly much. I don't think I'm supposed to care about that. Man, this does not feel good. I have to bolt it. If I don't, I'm never using that mana. Like, it just goes away and it's gone forever. It's like we're tapping out for the next 80 bazillion turns. If I wait for a better target, I'll just die with it in my hand. I'm just gonna kill it. Pew! What's up, Chris? What an ice-tastrophe. That's working? Did not anticipate that working. If I kill that in response, do they lose the other side of the night? Because it seems to me like they would. Yeah, it should fizzle, right? So we still managed to get a 2-for-1 out of this, potentially. Sort of. And connect for 4, which is, I mean, nice. Nice. Merfolk, Wizard, Coward. I do have a 6-drop in the deck. Oh, rats. I'm in danger. I'm going on an adventure. Lot of rats. Pat's deck. You can fit so much synergy in here. All right, so the longer we wait, the worse this gets. If I attack here, I'm trading this for her and a couple of rats, which is not good enough. We may be better off just playing the tree folk this turn, which is not great. But I need a trick or something to bust through this. I don't think I have any direct damage. If we make it to the next one, I think I'm bringing in Fling. I'm not going wider than them, and they can poke me to death with these fairies. And this sucks. All right, so what have I actually got in the deck that I could draw that does something? Let's think through this. I cut most of the combat tricks. I've got like Scorching Dragon Fire. Opportunistic Dragon is interesting. Circara's gone. I think we may actually just be drawing cold. What's up, Armand? Yeah, I don't think trying to sit here and draw more cards than them is the answer. Because that's not helping. I think some sort of combat trick, and I cut most of them, is what we're actually looking for, which is bloody terrifying. Yeah, but they can kind of overwhelm me on the ground too. It's as well as poke me in the air with these. Like their board is just getting larger and larger every turn. So we're in a pretty precarious situation. Boop. But I may legitimately be on the we try to win by milling now. So we could be eating these food tokens real soon. You hungry? Nom 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 boogers. Mike, thank you for the raid. I hope you had fun. I have some thoughts as well. Nom 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 nom. Nice and tasty. So delicious. So nutritious. They gotta kill me in 8 turns. They can't draw too many more cards. Oh, they got one too. That's neat. I'm going to try to eat them to death. I kind of want them doing this though, right? Get this out of the way. I want to read this card. I'm at 20. We can kill the Hatter this turn. No more rats. Like, our only chance is to try to outlife them. I still don't think it's going to work, but like, Alpha is a little dangerous for them as they're still at 2. They have the egg too. What does that do? Gains them 3 life? Yeah, so they could go to 5, sure. Your move. This set's like 4 years old? It's a decent number of years old. We're very likely just dead to an alpha with rats now. But we tried. They don't need much of it, because I can't stop the flyers. So we're not going to die this turn to it, but they've got 3 turns, right? So that's 9 damage, and by then I just can't block enough of the rats that they can do an alpha and kill me. That may mean we need to consider some attacks and making them have to block some. I think if I attack with the Smasher, they probably block with one thing rather than gang blocking it. They might block it with the Scavengers and 1 rat. And that would suck. But it's literally not doing anything else, right? No, it isn't. Like if they chump it with a rat, it's a little bit, because they can't alpha next turn. They can alpha the following turn. So it's sort of taking off a point of damage, if you think about it. And it's got to be this one, because this is technically threatening lethal. So this is actually kind of what we were hoping for. There is a trample combat trick in the format. We don't have it. Neither of these do anything. I would rather have a removal spell. Because I do think it's just about trying to outlast them. I just don't think we can actually do it. But we'll try. Yep, which is probably just enough to kill me. We got both of our return to natures. It's super handy. No, Kara doesn't draw cards. It exiles cards. I should be dead this turn. If not, I'm certainly dead next turn. This doesn't matter because it's going to have summoning sickness, so it doesn't matter that they get extra tokens. Like, they either kill me this turn or they don't. I can draw this looking for a 1-mana something, but I don't think I have any 1-mana cards in the deck. Yeah, there's nothing I can do here. We're just seeing if they can kill us this turn. Okay, so it turns out it would have been nice for them not to get that. If they got that to Exaxes, I can be impressed. These are the biggest things we can block, right? 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. That's cool. If I'd done the return to nature and blown that up, we were okay, right? No, it's not Exaxes. Okay. Or would it have? I guess I don't have to do the math. I'll find out in a minute. Yeah, even if they bounced one of their own dudes, they still got me, right? I think. I want to look. Because there was really no reason for me not to do that. But they would have hit for 11 and I was at 11, right? Because it just means they have one less of these. And I would be at 0. Okay. Yeah, they bounce a rat or whatever. Doesn't matter. All right, cool. That was Eldrain. I hope you guys enjoyed it a lot more than I did. And a big thank you to my patrons. Thank you, Paul, Punk, Hero, Joe, Jesse, Jacob, Scott, Basti, Rich, Brandon, John, and Jazzy. I appreciate y'all.